In this video, guys, I want to talk about the Burning Land, one of the most important dungeons in King Arthur Legends Rise. Now, you want to push to stage 10, rush to stage 10 as fast as possible. Not only that you are going to gain more XP, but the real reason behind it is that you are going to get more gold. And gold is the most important currency in the entire game. You cannot do anything without gold. You cannot level up your gear, you cannot synthesize, you cannot level up skills, nothing basically, right? So it's very important to push on this dungeon as fast as possible. In today's video, guys, I'm going to share with you a couple of teams. One of them that will speedrun it, and we're using rare characters only. And we are going to use one as well that is a bit slower, but is still getting the job done, just in case if you might not have some of these characters available just yet. Now, if you guys enjoy the content, do me a favor, smash a like, subscribe to the channel. It really helps a lot. And I just want to say a massive shout out to every single one of you guys that decided to support my channel through the supporter creator program. If you guys are not familiar with this program right here, guys, basically you're going to be able to support a creator. We're going to gain some rewards as well. And every single month, we're going to be able to give some rewards back to you guys. So make sure you guys jump in and click on that support button. I will really appreciate it. And you don't need to spend, you don't need to be a whale or anything like that. Free to play helps as well, guys. So every little helps. I really appreciate it. Coming back to the main topic, guys, the Gorgos. Now, this boss, unlike the other ones, will not really take a lot of damage from traditional raw damage dealers. The key to success in here, guys, is that you need to have dot damage dealers that apply burn, bleed, etc., right? That's the key to success in this dungeon. And this boss will actually put burn on your team and will detonate the burn, which will make a big boom, and your team will die. So you need to counter that dot damage that the boss is applying on your team. Let me just quickly explain you what team you can use. So this is the team that I'm going to show you guys. This is a speed run team. The best time I've got with it was 40 seconds, and it farms this dungeon in approximately 60 seconds per run, which is very good considering that we're not using legendaries. We're not using any of those big boy characters. Now, the superstar of the show in here, guys, is actually the uncommon, not the rare characters. And that's mainly because of the skills that Jared actually has. So with the passives, at the start of the battle, inflicts Jared's clearness on self for the rest of the battle. And right here, when inflicted with dot, gains effect accuracy increase for the rest of the battle. And if you have 2 or more effect accuracy increase, removes all buffs from him, recharges all allies' attack gauge by 40%, and removes all dot from all allies. That's the whole key to success. Is the MVP, to be honest with you guys. Now, because some of them are squishier characters, I would suggest you to try and give them the Frost Relic, especially to Jared. Then, of course, you have Anguish with the Frost Relic. That's one of the best relics that he has available, and is all about the A3. Attacks one enemy 5 times, 50% chance for the last 3 hits to inflict chill for 1 turn. Now, I would love to have this maxed at level 6 to get the chance up to 75%. That will speed up the run even more. Then we are going to use a healer, guys. Yes, I will show you a different team with Sarah, with double healers. That's a bit more slowish. I'm sure probably you've seen a video on that already. I think Gorax and Odd One Gaming already posted something similar. So right here, I have Isolde with the Fire Relic, not with the Frost Relic, because I want her to heal with the Fire Relic, okay? Attacks all enemies. Sorry, let me just go to the Fire one. Removes 1 dot from all allies and grants all allies recovery over time and heals them all by 7% of her max HP. So that's the whole key. Now, the reason why I want a relic that will basically use the A3 to heal over the A2 is mainly because of her chivalry. So this one right here, where is it? Using the A3 has 100% chance to increase the duration of all dot inflicted on enemies by 1 turn. So this is going to be massive. It's going to play a very important role. So I don't necessarily have to tell you this. Probably you guys put 1 to 1 together. You want to make sure that the characters that do dot damage go in front of her, so she can actually extend the dot damage that the other characters are applying. And then we're going to have Rosier, absolutely insane, one of my most favorite characters, with the Fire Relic, tons and tons of damage. Of course, the raw damage is not as effective versus this boss because he has insane stats. The main thing is to have this bleed and all of the dot damage that will melt the boss. So that's what we have on her. I wish I would have her to level 6 as well because, hey, we're going to have a higher chance to land this with the last 2 hits. But that's enough. So just to progress to this stage, you will have to manual and only target the boss, okay? You need to manual and target the boss the first run. After you defeat the boss one time, you can go on repeat battle. You can click on prioritize attacking bosses. And then you can click on start. And I'm quickly going to show you the preset as well. Then we're going to talk about builds and other stuff like that. So, skill order settings. You want to have Jared only with the A2. He doesn't need to use anything else. Only the A2 skill, so you prioritize that. Then on Isolde, A3 and A1, right? That's all that matters. If by any chance she doesn't have available the A3, she's going to go in with the A1. But the A3 will be pretty important. Then we have Anguish, A3. And then you have Rosier, A3. We don't need to use the A2 on any of these 3 characters. So that being said, let's let it play. You see, Jared is going to remove all of the dot damage from the boss. Then we're going to have Rosier. We're going to have Anguish. We're going to have, of course, Isolde, increasing the duration of the dot damage. And at the moment, we have quite a few debuffs already. We have chill 3 times, chill 3 times, bleed. We have a lot of them on. So just watch when the HP on the boss is going to drop in a second. Pay attention to that. Look at that. Almost 50% of the HP in a second, right? And that's massive. That's how you're killing these boss guys. And this is a very, very effective team. I'm 100% sure that it can fail sometimes. I'm not saying that it's never going to fail, but it's absolutely demolishing the boss. I feel like we need to have extremely bad RNG for this team to fail, and it can happen if they don't proc the chance to land the dot damage, right? If they don't do it, then it's pretty hard to kill the boss. But look at that. That's it, guys. 58 seconds. Absolutely brilliant. Let's do another run so you can see it in action. So having 2 DPS, Rosier and Anguish will absolutely demolish the boss. You see, this time around, we only landed 1 bleed. So sometimes if we land no bleed, we land no freeze as well from Anguish, that will be a bit of a problem, right? Because the boss will just survive longer and longer and longer. But even now, we still managed to take down almost 25% of his HP, which is still very, very effective. I'm actually going to let it play just a little bit longer, just to show you towards the end how many debuffs we actually have. You see, 25% per turn, basically. If we have slightly worse RNG. Now, Isolde is getting pretty low right there, but that's not a... Look at that. We almost took 50%. Look at it. Look at this. Bleed, chill, chill, chill. Yes, you can tell me. Chill, Skratch. Look at that, guys. Absolutely insane, right? Absolutely insane. So even if Isolde just died right there, as soon as the boss will take a turn, he's dead. Okay? Nothing can save this beast anymore, guys. That's it. Nothing can save this beast. GG. So I feel like it's very unlikely for this team to fail, okay? I will show you the stats in a second. Let me just exit. And I'm going to show you the other team. Then we're going to go over the builds on all of the characters. So, Burning Land. Another way to do it, guys, is basically by dropping Rosier. Let's just say you don't have Rosier. Or if you don't have Anguish, you can drop one of them out. Either one of them will work. Then you can actually bring in another support. So you want to put Anguish or Rosier as the lead. And that's mainly because you're going to gain some attack speed on all of your team. Then you can bring in Sarah as well. So Sarah will be another support character. Let me see. Where is she hiding? Sarah, where are you? Oh, Sarah. Oh, Sarah, where are you? There we go. For a second, I thought that I was blind. Now, in order to do this, guys, you will require to have the Frost Relic for Sarah as well. And that's mainly just for the simple fact that they're just not going to survive very well. You need a lot of healing in here. And, of course, you can use, if you want, the Frost Relic for Isolde as well. And like this, you're going to have the Elemental Affinity advantage. You're going to have the bonus. And she's going to apply Chill as well, or Freeze, right? I like to call it Freeze because, I don't know, Chill, it makes me feel cold. Either way, let me just quickly start another run right here. So let's pop a stamina. And again, it's the same story. If you're doing it on manual, you need to only target the boss and use the exact same skills I've showed you in the preset. So I'm going to show you the preset for this as well, because it will be slightly different. So prioritize attacking boss, very, very important. Actually, quite a few of them will work like this by prioritizing the boss. So right here we have Isolde again. You want to prioritize A3, A2. She's not really going to heal right now. With this skill, she's actually going to land Chill as well. Then on Sarah, you want to prioritize the A2. That's it. No A3. If she doesn't have the A2 available, of course, she's going to use the A1, but that will generate some healing from Sarah. Now, this team will fail quite a bit, but it's still something that will allow you to basically get this dungeon done if you're struggling with it. You're not going to kill the boss as fast because you're not going to have so much dot damage, like having Rosier and Anguish in the same team absolutely demolishing this boss. But it's still going to work. It's still going to work. Yes, it might fail sometimes. You see, we have chill, 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 chill. And I'm done. I'm chilling right now. Again, we almost dropped 25% of the damage on the boss. The only thing is that when you have bad RNG here, it's going to be more punishing than on the first team that I showed you. And that's mainly because if they are not landing the chill, you're really going to be in a pickle, because Sarah just won't be able to heal your entire team enough to allow you to survive multiple turns, right? Because when the Gorgos takes a turn, he does hit pretty hard, especially when your characters are a bit more squishy. But again, it's around the boss approximately taking around 4 turns, right? We are going a bit more into this fight than in the previous one, but hey, it's still doing the job. So right now, I have no chill, you see? That's bad RNG. When he lands no chill, she doesn't land any chill. And the good thing is that if you have the Chivalry high, every now and then he can land a random burn, which is again some extra damage. You see? He's going one more turn. We're getting pretty low right now, so we really need them to land enough chills to kill the boss, basically. Because if we are going in another turn, most likely we're going to lose Sarah. Okay, I think this should kill the boss. Yeah, there we go. So it's almost... How long it took us to do this? 1 minute and 34 seconds. So it takes us more than 50% to do the run with this team. So the first one is 100% much better. Lower fail rate than the second team. But if you don't have Rosier, or if you don't have Anguish, and you need to use 2 support characters, you can use this team without a problem. It's still going to get the job done. It will still take you all the way to stage 10. But you need to manual each stage once. Remember that. Now, talking about builds and everything else, guys. So, I want to start by showing you my Chivalry on all of the characters. So this is my Anguish. I don't have it super high just yet. And I can't remember which one of them has a chance to put a burn. It might be from a different character, actually, not from Anguish. Okay, so this is a chance to put bleed. I knew that he has something similar. So I'm still far off from Chivalry 8 on him, but one day I'm going to get that done as well. So, in terms of relics, so this is the relic. I do have a few levels on it, but nothing major, nothing huge. The best thing is to have this skill maxed, but it's pretty hard to do it. You need a lot of currencies to do it anyway. And seems like I do have some materials to get it done. I feel like, yeah, why not? Let's gamble it. It still won't be enough though, because the cost will increase. But at least I'm getting a step closer to max it, I guess, right? Okay, so now I'll need more materials. I can put 2 more levels. and I need 4 more in here. So hopefully, we're going to have good RNG. And by the time I'm going to do another video on Anguish, I'm going to have that sorted. Equipment. So, the equipment, guys. Vigor sets will be playing a very important role. You will require vigor sets in order to be able to constantly use the right skills on them. If you don't have enough vigor, you're not going to be able to do it. Now, a lot of you guys are asking, Skratch, how can I get vigor sets? We're going to discuss about that once I'm showing you all of the stats. It's very straightforward. You can farm it from campaign, the materials, once you are on higher difficulties, and then you can forge them. But the vigor will give you 1 vigor bar, which will enable you to use a higher skill, basically. So, total stats on him are the following on the screen, guys. I did prioritize effect accuracy, very important. You will require some hit accuracy to make sure he's not missing any of the hits. And then everything in survivability. 20k HP, I don't care about how much attack he has. I don't care about how much crit rate or crit damage he has, or resistance, or anything else. Now, I do want to have more attack speed on him than on the healers. And that's mainly because, at least more than on Isolde. I want him to use the A3 before Isolde uses the A3 to increase the duration of the dot, okay? So that's what I have on him, basically. Yes, that's how I'm going. Effect accuracy on the necklace. I have HP on the earrings. I have HP on the ring. Then I have effect accuracy on the belt. And I have hit accuracy on the magic orb. And this will be the exact same thing for pretty much all of the other characters that I'm about to show you guys. So that is, of course, Anguish. The next character is Sarah. Now, on her, you don't need accuracy. You don't need any of those funky things. All you want to get on her is recovery, HP. So, I actually have a defense set on her rather than a HP set, health set. And that's mainly because I don't have good pieces, right? These are her total stats. As you may notice, 0 hit accuracy, 0 accuracy. So I have 147 attack speed. That will help 100%, just to make sure she's never going to get overlapped and she will be able to put that healing and sustain the team. And 24k HP, 1.6k defense. I do have recovery on her though, 22.51%. The more recovery, the more HP, the more healing we're going to generate with this character. So that is very, very important. Now on her, I have recovery on the belt. I have attack speed on the magic orb. I have HP on the ring. I have HP on the earrings. And I have HP on the necklace. Pretty straightforward. In terms of relics, I have most of my relics to level 40. You don't need to go to 50, 60 and all that. 30, 40 is very cheap. And I would strongly suggest you to do it. In terms of skills, as you may notice, I don't really have anything invested in her. In terms of chivalry, I have chivalry 5. I'm about to get chivalry 6 right there, because it seems like I had some copies. And in terms of her actual skills, almost maxed actually, her passives, right? But this won't really make much of a difference. Yes, it's not bad to have it, but we're not really removing debuffs because dot damage doesn't count as debuffs. Then, moving over to the other characters. Sorry, we have Isolde right here. The exact same build you've seen on both of the relics, right? We've just changed the relic. Chivalry 8, so this is pretty nice. You are going to get a lot of value from her as well. I would strongly suggest you to invest in her chivalry. Then, in terms of passives, this helps, but we're not really counting on this much, right? This is good too, but then we have a different character to help us deal with that. So all that really matters is this. Chance to inflict chill if we're using the frost, and if we're using the fire, you just want to have healing on this relic, basically. Now, in terms of stats, seems like I can skill her up a bit more by the looks of it. Let's do it. Let's do it. There we go. That was it. I'm broke now again. If we're going over to the equipment. So again, you have a vigor set. This time around, you will require accuracy. You will require hit accuracy. So total stats on her, 24k HP, 120 attack speed. So we have 5 attack speed less than we have on Anguish. 48% effect accuracy. And we have only 3.35 hit accuracy. Now, on the fire relic, I'm not really healing, right? I'm just using the skill. I'm healing. And I don't really need hit accuracy for that. Now, for the frost relic, because you will hit, Every now and then you can miss, but this dungeon doesn't really require a lot of hit accuracy, so just having substats on her should be more than enough rather than going for a main. Recovery, HP, effect accuracy, defense. I would get HP if we would have that available, right? But I don't really have any good pieces. But again, vigor set. You see I have a lot of blue 4-star gear. What really matters is to try and have percentages on the right side, because that will really give you quite a bit of a power up. Then we have Mr. Jarrett right here, and in terms of chivalry, I have him at chivalry 3. Seems like I can make him to chivalry 4. Let's gain some more additional stats. Yummy, yummy. You're definitely going to like that. And in terms of skills, I have 1, and I have 1 level in here. Yes, getting more will be actually really, really helpful. Relics, Frost Relic, as I mentioned, and level 39, not even level 40. And I do have a couple of levels, but only on the A1 skill, and they're not really going to help you much, to be honest. Seems like I have more materials available. Let's try to see, can we put 2 more levels in it? It's not really going to change much, to be honest, but you know what? Better than nothing. It's not like I'm using many uncommons anyway, so let me just waste my materials. In terms of equipment, vigor, and I have a defense set again because I don't have a good life set to have the percentage in here on HP. And honestly, it's not bad. He's getting the job done as he is. He doesn't require accuracy. He doesn't require hit accuracy. He doesn't require anything else but survivability and a bit of attack speed. So I have 129 attack speed, and we have 1.7k defense, 19k HP. That's about it. No other stats required on him. He just needs to survive and use that A2 and get the job done. The next one, guys, we have Rosie. Yeah, where is she hiding? So I have her built on a vigor set, and I have her built on a counter attack set too. Because when the boss deals damage, she can counter attack. She can land more bleed with the basic skill. So hey, that's a win-win. Now if you're struggling with survivability on her, you can 100% go and get a different set, a life set, a defense set, a crit rate set even if you want to. But she's not really going to do a lot of raw damage. All her magic comes from the bleed. So in terms of chivalry, maxed on Rosary, right? Absolutely amazing. I've done Kai, I've done Rosary, and now I'm finishing Isolde. Then I'm moving on to Sarah, and I'm going to move on to other rare characters that are being very, very effective. Then, talking about her actual relic, Flame Relic, level 40. I do have quite a few levels on the relic. As I mentioned, I would like this to maximum. This as well is a very nice skill, but not really needed for what we're doing here. But she's going to be very good in other content as well. Do not sleep on Rosier. And the A1, you see, will have a chance to bleed. 50% chance to bleed. And once I'm going to max this, the bleed will stay on for 2 turns. Massive. Especially with that counter attack. When the boss deals damage, we have a chance to counter attack. Bang, bang. We landed a bleed in there, maybe for 2 turns once we max it. And it's going to speed up the run even more. In terms of equipment and total stats, these are her total stats. Again, I did not prioritize any of the damage in terms of attack, crit rate, crit damage. I got a lot of effect accuracy, a lot of hit accuracy to make sure she's not going to have any issues whatsoever. And I have, of course, 2.2k attack, 1.5k defense, 17k HP. So she's the lowest in terms of HP. I do need to get a little bit more speed on her. She's only at 121. She's still going in front of Isolde, but I would like to give her just a little bit more speed. And the gear is not maxed. As you may notice, some of them are level 9. It's pretty costly to get them to level 12. But either way, guys, that was all for this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. You can smash the Gorgos, 2 different teams, 1 speed running, 1 is more kind of like to get you there if you're struggling to defeat this boss. Let me know in the comments down below what team are you guys using on the Gorgos. As usual, appreciate all of you guys watching. Big shout out to all of the Skratch Gaming supporters. Much love, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.